Welcome to the Bronx Cheer Basketball Show. Rise, let's just check the levels. Let's talk. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. I think we're going.
good.
I think we're going. How are you, Rise?
Not too bad. It's all right.
The trade deadline has come and gone. And last week when we talked about Kyrie Irving to the Mavs, little did we know what the fuck was about to go down. Not long after our podcast and the Kyrie to the Mavs, LeBron James broke the NBA all-time scoring record.
Congratulations, LeBron.
That was a massive day for the NBA, I guess, and the Lakers. And just let's get into the trade sort of festivities. When he broke the record, there was one teammate that didn't stand up off the bench.
It was. We all saw it.
There was a man called Anthony Davis, his partner in crime. And then LeBron was mic'd up. They showed a clip of him saying, "Oh, I love you, bro. I love you."
Yep.
And look, for a moment there, some Reddit users had me believing that, hold on, are the Lakers trying to trade AD?
I'm sorry, AD, but see ya.
And are they trading him for KD? AD for KD? That's what some of the Reddit comments had me sort of hyped up about.
Yep.
But no, that wasn't the case. AD said that he didn't stand up.
I think I was right. I think I guessed that.
I don't know. I still find it so weird. I thought that my take was he was just emotional, like he loves LeBron that much.
Yep.
And he
It's just a
he
moment.
wanted to just take
it
in the noise instead of watching LeBron do it.
Yep.
He wanted to just have his own like sort of zen, sort of this is amazing. But then when he said himself that he was just down because he was sad because I was losing.
Yeah.
And we can get into that for a moment here, but I agree you had to fucking win that game.
Yep.
And it became a bit of a toxic ending that you just let the game go.
I agree.
But in that moment, you went down by 40. In that moment, I think you get up, you be the first one to LeBron, don't you? If you're AD.
Yeah, look,
it's the third quarter. Third quarter. I don't know.
I get
Something
that.
was off about his reasoning.
I know exactly what you're saying, but I also guess AD's approach and why he done that. Same thing that he said. And the way he went out and said it, it's like, man, it's the OKC.
Yeah.
By third quarter, because the thing is, he got taken off at the end of third quarter. Not a lot of people saw that, but he got taken off, put on the bench at the end of third quarter, and he probably should have stayed on.
Yeah.
And the game was just like, AD probably thought to himself, we should take this away. Like, we should know we're winning this game by the end of this third quarter.
Yep.
And I think the way he said it, he was just frustrated. He was just like, we need wins. I'm sorry that you're breaking a record, but mate, we're not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah. And that game, the way it went, and you guys were, I think, 13th at the time. You probably still
one under OKC.
And you were one under OKC, who were 12th. I didn't. So, you're a punting man. My cousin and I were talking about what to choose.
Yep.
And I said, let's just avoid LeBron, either points or assists, like with these picks, because you just don't. I didn't know what he was going to do.
Yeah,
a lot of people thought that he was going to want to do it against Milwaukee.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I should have realized he was just going to go for it as soon as he could. And initially, I didn't sort of think he was, but then I clicked he was.
Yep.
Like, to start off with, the first 5 minutes in total, even if you tell me he scored 6 points, it still looked like a normal LeBron game. But then as time went on, I was like, nah, he's going for it.
20 in the first half.
Yeah.
When he has 20, it's like, all right, it's either he's just getting anything he can, which he can.
Yeah.
But
I was like, he's going for it. And sadly, he got injured at the end of that game. But apart from the injury, it slowly crept up and became a game that the Lakers dedicated to the record instead of the win.
Yeah.
And you know what? Actually, I just want to jump in and say that AD could have been more aggressive.
He can be every game, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He can be every game.
Because yes, I know everyone was passing to LeBron, including him.
Yep.
But he had his minutes, AD. He
Yeah.
could have been out there like going crazy and stuff like that. So by the time the final buzzer, sounded, it actually became like a bit like, I don't know, like it was a bit like shit. Like the Lakers have just thrown that game just for the record, which is what I didn't think LeBron would want to do. And I don't know. I understand why he was still smiling and still happy. Had a celebration. I get it.
Yeah.
But I think LeBron himself might have actually, not by his choice, but he actually just couldn't help it.
Yeah,
I think he was overcome with...
And the atmosphere in the stadium was like...
He was over...
Every point, it was just like, they wanted it to happen.
And just the celebrations and him still being happy afterwards. Again, I understand why, but I didn't expect that from LeBron. I thought if they lost, he'd still be a bit more...
I thought that too.
A bit more down. And it seems that day actually ended up being record over win.
Yeah.
And
I don't like that.
And the worst part about it was that he picked up that injury towards the end of that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now
you were a little bit competitive against Milwaukee, but they were always going to run over the top. Giannis is in unbelievable. If Giannis just runs like this the whole way home,
10-game win streak.
Yeah, and he's in this year. He's averaging 1 million points, 1 million rebounds. And then who'd you play after the Bucks? I know you just beat Golden State.
We played Golden State.
Was it just Golden State after that? Yeah. You just beat Golden State.
But then we just lost.
And then today you lost to Portland.
Yes.
And Portland shot the lights out. You can't do anything. You can defend a bit better. You can't do anything. But I said to myself today, I don't know if the Lakers are even going to make the play-ins.
I'm scared. We needed that. Okay, as a Lakers fan,
you need these wins.
I'm not happy we lost. I'm with AD. I will ride with AD because just fucking win the game.
You guys.
I'm all for LeBron's broke plenty of records with.
Yeah,
losses.
but hold on. As I'm saying here, don't start a anti-LeBron side and pro AD. AD could have tried harder himself that game.
Yes, but at the same time, he has a right to be mad.
Yeah,
I think.
So the Lakers are sitting. Fucking hell, man. The Lakers are sitting. Mike Tyson. The Lakers are sitting in 13th in the West. Mm-hmm. They've got a record of 26-32, 6 games back to now. 6 games back of 500. They are basically 2.5 games back of Utah, and Portland.
Yep. What are they on the ladder?
Portland are 11th. You guys, let me say this right now. If the Lakers don't go on a top... If the Lakers don't have a top... I'll start again. Ready? If the Lakers don't have a top 8 record for the rest of the season, you won't even make the 10th. You won't even make the play-in. And what I'm getting at is you need one of the top tier records.
We need 20 wins. That's what we need.
And you've only had 26 out of your 58.
How many games are 58? There's 20 something, 28.
So there's 24 games left.
Is there?
Yeah. Maybe that's not even good. Maybe you need top 5 record for the rest of the season. And that's hard when you've got teams like the Bucks. To Bucks, Celtics, Sixers,
Nuggets. When you got LeBron out, that's when it's hard.
The Bucks, in contrast, the Bucks are... How many games are they? They are they're 22 games over 500. And you're 6 games under.
Are they actually?
Yes. The Celtics, who have the best record in the NBA, are 25 games over 500.
How many wins have they got?
41.
So they're nearly doubled up. Really?
They're 25 games over 500. You guys are 6 games below it. That's how... Did I just give you a bit of a moment there?
Yeah,
have
did.
you realised how far back you are?
Yeah.
But, okay, we're here and we don't have a lot of time today. You're going to dinner.
Going to dinner.
Trade deadline.
Trade deadline. Let's get into it.
I was going to say let's stick with the Lakers, but no.
Let's move on.
I wore this top on purpose. This is my only. Oh, what am I talking about? I was going to say this is my only Phoenix-related top. I've actually got a top that says Phoenix. I don't know why the fuck I said that. One of my Phoenix-related tops. This college, GCU, Grand Canyon University. I went and saw a game there, 2020. Great atmosphere. Is basically in Phoenix.
Yep.
Last week on the fucking pod,
We
I said to you, why is there no noise about Kevin Durant leaving Brooklyn when Kyrie Irving has just ditched him there?
You must have watched a pod.
He must have seen the pod.
Watched a pod. That's
Because I said it last week, they're not going to be contenders, no matter who they get.
yeah.
You can't have one tier
And just
one
substitute.
or two player. They were not going to be contenders, no matter who they fucking got back. With Dinwiddie and Dorian Finney-Smith. No. I knew it. I knew it. And so Woj Shams reported just after the trade that Kevin Durant secretly went to the Nets and said, "Get me to the Suns." Here's my theory. It's not like a huge one, but I reckon in the off season they said to him as part of their conversations.
Yeah.
They said, "Look, mate, you want to be traded because Kevin Durant requested a trade in the off season. You want to be traded. We get that, but you've got 4 years left on your contract. You're basically the best player in the NBA.
Yep.
You're one of the top 3 best players in the NBA. You're untradeable because of what we discussed last week. To get Kevin Durant, you need to give your whole team, and then you don't have a championship contender. So what's the point in getting him?" They said to him, "You're untradeable. How's about this? Trade deadline, if shit has hit the fan, if things are going fucking crazy at this basketball club, we'll just give up and we'll give you out."
Yep.
Right? I reckon Kevin Durant, when Kyrie took off, was like, "All right,
No.
I'm pulling that trigger. I'm pulling that lever. Get me out. This place is a mess.
I've done it
Get
twice.
me out." Because
Might as
let's
well do it
look at
again.
what the Suns traded to the
Brooklyn
Nets.
Nets. Yep.
The Nets for. 4 first round picks, 2023, 2025, 2027, and 2029, and a 2028 pick swap. Jay Crowder, Mikal Bridges, and Cam Johnson. And then Kevin Durant and TJ Warren are heading to Arizona, Phoenix.
Yep.
Now, you may say to me, "Naif, fuck, 4 first round picks, a 2028 pick swap, Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, who turned into 5 second rounders in another trade,
Yep.
and also Cam Johnson, that's a huge haul." No, it's not.
But and no.
First off, not in today's NBA, but even in 15 years ago's NBA, Kevin Durant, if you really think about it, is worth way more than that. Double that. He's worth double that.
The thing is, with all those picks and Cam and stuff, none of them, and I could be wrong, prove me wrong, is going to be any caliber of Kevin Durant.
No, even all put together.
Yeah.
Your best hope is, but the thing is, and these picks also, so 2023, so that's this year, the Suns' first round pick. The Suns are going to, where do you think the Suns are going to finish? That's not going to be a good pick.
Yeah, it's
going to be like
40.
30s. It's cuts off at 30s. It's going to be in the high 20s, right? 2025. You can argue it might have been dead by then. I got a feeling they'll be all right. I reckon Devin Booker's young enough. KD will still...
You think so?
Still, DeAndre Ayton,
That should be
that's going to be all right. 2027 and 2029, they could be gone. It could be blown up. It could be all... Those could be good picks. But those first 2 of the 4 aren't even great picks. Jay Crowder, yes, they turned him into 5 seconds. Yes, they got nice young players in Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, and they've got all these 3-point shooters now. They're going to have a lot of fun.
Yep.
But that is not Kevin Durant's worth at all. You may ask me, then why would they make the trade, Nath?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you why. The Nets were over it.
Yep.
The Nets were like,
get rid of these stars that think they can manage the team.
Get this shit out.
Boom.
Joe Tsai, the owner,
Obsolete.
I can just imagine him. Especially the way he, handled with all the Kyrie stuff. Just get him out as soon as possible.
We're done.
Once this all happened and KD came back and he said, "Yep, get me out," I reckon the Nets, is it Bob Myers? I don't know. I always get mixed up between Bob Myers and Sean Marks. I know one of them is Golden State's GM. I think it's Sean Marks. I don't know. Joe Tsai and the GM were like, fuck this.
Push a button.
Get this shit out.
Get him out.
As we went through the whole timeline last week about the really fun 40-win team, the Nets, D'Lo, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jared Dudley, Jared Allen. You know, all these sort of...
Karis
LeVert, how fun they were. Kyrie and KD in 2019, 4 years ago.
James Harden.
Roll into Brooklyn, and then they trade all their good young players and their picks for James Harden. He has claimed this week that he could see all this coming with like the Kyrie.
Everyone apologise to Harden for calling him crazy.
Yeah.
Apologise.
And look at that trade now. Look at the Harden for Ben Simmons trade. Who won that trade now? Ben Simmons isn't even on the floor for the fourth quarter.
Robbed.
That's right. And the Brooklyn owners have just been putting up with shit after shit after shit. Kyrie Irving says that they're the villains. Oh, play basketball. You're the villain, Josiah, for telling them to play basketball.
You get paid to do. Give me that contract. I want that contract.
We're not gonna pay you because you're not doing your job. Oh, the disrespect. So what? And you know what? Moving forward, it's an interesting sort of thought experiment or whatever because. And before then, you know, like moving forward, a team like the Nets in a small market like that, arguably a small market.
Yeah.
On one hand, you're like, thank God they're gone. Mm-hmm. Let's get back to
feels good.
Let's turn this team back into fun, and they will be really fun. Team. But at the same time, it is really hard to have a tier 1 player and a tier 2 player on your team. It's hard. It's hard to find
and there's
them.
So many in the NBA though. Like there is a lot.
Now there's a lot. But even though there's a lot, it's still hard to have them.
Oh yeah.
Find them. Yeah. Get your hands on them. So on one hand, I think everyone's so relieved. But in the next few years, I think there might be a few moments where we all sit back and be like, you know what? Like, not that this is the wrong move. Of course, they had to push a button, get him out, restart. But we all might be like, you know what? What would I rather have KD and Kyrie with all their problems or never have a tier 1 and tier 2 player? And it's like, I think...
problems.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I miss those problems. Yeah, I miss those problems. But unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree.
It's one of the biggest trades of all time.
The thing that amazes me is that CP3 and they're probably talking and like, hey, we've got Kevin Durant. We still have Booker. We still have DeAndre Ayton. And we still have me.
Yeah, Chris
and we've added KD. And now I want my banana boat friend, Carmelo Anthony, apparently.
Oh, shit.
Apparently.
Well,
but to still have Devin Booker...
So that's right. It's
unreal.
Their starting lineup is most likely going to be Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Torrey Craig, Kevin Durant, and DeAndre Ayton. Right? And
you got arguably the top. You can't even say top 3, top 5 best scorer in today's NBA game. You can arguably say that is two of the best.
Oh yeah.
Devin Booker, like in terms of getting a bucket anywhere in the court.
Yeah.
They can.
So you and I discussed. We were on the phone right as it happened, but like just talking about it again. So that starting 5, they've still got Shamet coming off the bench.
Yep.
I don't know what else they've got. They've also got TJ Warren. They got him back.
Oh yeah, he was there.
I forgot what else. I should be looking at
Washington Jr. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I forgot what else they've got. They've got Bismack Biyombo. They've got Cameron Payne.
That's what I was thinking. Cameron Payne.
Anyway, they've got all right. Okogie. They've got all right players. They should be fine. They'll get someone off the buyout, I think, here and there.
Someone will definitely want to go there.
It's
not hard.
And this is... It might give you vibes of like the Warriors juggernaut, the dynasty. But I'm happy to report that this isn't Warriors. This isn't
I don't
Warriors.
think anything will
Nah.
ever be Warriors. That's the thing.
This isn't 2018 Warriors. This isn't 2017 Warriors. Chris Paul has declined this year finally, like in terms of he's just this year. His age has finally caught up to him.
Yep.
He's not as good as he was. I'm not trying to say that he can't play a good game. I'm just saying that, like, I can't count him as, like, oh, my God, Chris Paul. I can't say that about him anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
DeAndre Ayton is pretty good. He's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
And then Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. Devin Booker. This is not like Kevin Durant and Steph Curry.
No.
That's another part we have to say. As good as Devin Booker is, he's not Steph Curry.
No.
And even
Different game. Mini game.
Even to an extent, he's not even Klay Thompson.
No.
You know
I
what
was
I mean?
thinking that, but I'm like, no, it's a different...
Yeah,
Because
right?
he's more mid-range,
That's right.
attack. He'll shoot the three when they just leave
And as
him
automatic
because
as
it's
Devin
okay.
Booker is, he's still not as automatic as Klay when Klay was consistent.
Yes,
So this isn't Warriors. They're not unbeatable, thankfully. This team's assembled, they're unbeatable. But they might just be the favourites in the West.
They've got to be the favourites right now in the West. They have to be.
We went through this the other day. I still like the thought of Denver.
Denver, healthy.
The healthy Denver.
I think Jamal's out.
Healthy Denver, and I'm pretty sure that Reggie Jackson, unless I'm mistaken, I think Reggie Jackson got bought out by the Hornets and is going to choose between the Suns or Denver. I think he's choosing Denver.
I saw that. Reggie.
What the fuck are the Clippers doing?
Maybe he's so shady about it. And they left Luke Kennard, traded him to Hornets.
Yeah.
And they got Bones Highland and Mason Plumlee.
Mason Plumlee.
And Bones Highland. And Eric Gordon.
Yeah. But what are they... Reggie Jackson stepped up for them.
Off the bet, like, he was happy to play, and he was their, like, scorer. If they needed a bucket, they go to him. Even Luke Kennard, I'm surprised they let him go, because he was pretty good for the Clippers.
Yeah.
He I don't know, they had a good chemistry, and knocked down shots. I think him and PG look good together as well.
Yeah, so I picked the Clippers for the championship.
Yeah.
And just a quick 30 seconds on them. And I've been picking them for like 3 years in a row, other than last year, because Kawhi was out. But I think for the first time since the Kawhi and PG have been assembled, I think I might be a little bit out on them.
Yeah.
These last few weeks watching Kawhi and PG, I'm just starting to think. Like, if anyone saw that game against the Bucks,
Yep. And he had that
in Milwaukee, the one in LA, because they played like
when he
within
lost
2 weeks.
when he had the last shot on the base.
Yes.
Yep.
He just didn't step up.
Yeah, I know.
And this is the man who I was so used to in 2019 absolutely dismantled my Sixers. But lately,
dominating.
and I know he had a streak of 30-point games, but lately I'm just a bit unconvinced about Kawhi.
I've been felt like, I don't know if it's just...
My criticisms of Tatum this year is that if he's not scoring the ball,
Yeah, he's nothing.
he's not offering too much more. And I'm actually starting to think I feel the exact same way about Kawhi.
He looks reserved.
He's just like AD.
Yeah,
He's like a bit timid.
And
And Kawhi is always like that. And what I'm getting at is, if for me to get back in on Kawhi and PG as well, I don't understand in this whole... I know he's happy being number two, but he plays like he's number two. Yep. Why can't you, PG, go for like 28 every night, and if Kawhi goes for 35, he goes for 35?
Yeah.
Both of them, I'm starting to be a bit out on the Clippers, and I'm starting to think to myself, you know what?
I think they're losing hope. PG is demanding Russell Westbrook to come to the Clippers. I'm sure you saw that, yeah?
Yeah.
Even I saw it on like quote, and then I'm like, I need to find the video. I found the video of him in the locker room after post game, and he's just like, yeah, we need point guard Russ, and just like says Russ, and then he's just like, hope you're seeing this, Russ. I hope you see this. Like he said, he called him out, and he's like, I hope you're saying this.
And you know what? I think
don't get it.
I think that in a weird way he suits them.
Yes,
because
it's that bad.
The Clippers,
they have no expectation. I feel.
But not only that, but the Clippers. First off, props to Russ for his off the bench stuff. He was still. I'm notorious for hating Westbrook. But off the bench, he was better.
Yes, I agree with that.
You limit him and it becomes better. But exactly what I'm talking about, Kawhi and PG.
Yeah.
How they don't just put their head down and go.
Yeah.
This is what Russ only does. He, even if he misses 1,000 times, and it makes us all like our brain boil.
It's like, slow down.
Like, that's right. But they don't have someone who just goes.
Just goes, yeah.
The most ferocious player they seem to have right now is Norman Powell. And he was supposed to be coming off the bench for them when they had Reggie. And they do need grit.
Yeah.
They
lost Pat Bev, so they lost that, like, just that someone to push, like, Kawhi or something and just remind, like, let's go.
Let's
play.
Let's go. Like, you're the guy.
Put your shoulder down
and
fucking go.
Anyway, just quickly, with the Suns and the West and stuff like that.
Yep.
So I said Denver. I think I would actually just pick the Suns to win the West right now. That's insane. But I don't guarantee them to win it. But like I'll go down.
We haven't seen them play yet.
Oh, that's right. I'll go down the names. Denver. We'll definitely give them a run.
Yeah.
At this point in time, as good as Memphis are, I don't think that they would trouble them to the max. I don't think they'd take them to 7, for example.
I don't think they'd be able to stop Kevin Durant. Sometimes I just think, like, wait, no one can stop him. I'm sorry.
Sacramento, I don't think so either. They're good, they're fun, but
they're fun.
It would be a bit too big for them.
Man, they went back to back against
Dallas. They went back to back against Dallas. They lost and won. Yeah.
I was like, I'm like, shit, they're playing each other again. They're back the same bet.
And then Dallas, Kyrie and Luka.
Yeah. 2 late games that they lost late game. They don't know who should have the ball. Did you see today?
Yeah, today.
That's the only thing I watched, and it was just like, Luka,
yeah.
Shit.
I think they're going to be fine. I think they're going to be really, really good, but I don't think they're going to be able to take on this team.
See what I sent in the group? Kyrie Irving got asked if he's going to still be at Dallas at the end of the season.
Oh, yes. Just before. And quickly, notorious ESPN reporter Brian Windhorst.
Yep.
Who's famous for the Utah last year. He said, if you think this is over, it's not over. Kyrie wanted to go to Phoenix, and now that his buddy's gone to Phoenix, Kyrie's a free agent this offseason.
Don't. If he goes to... I'm sorry. I might try to dislike him if he goes to Phoenix.
Let me just check something right in this moment to confirm what I'm about to say. Chris Paul, his contract is non-guaranteed, is what I'm seeing. Is non-guaranteed for 24-25. And then it says... yes. So he was only partially guaranteed this season. Oh, wait, no.
24...
No, sorry. So he's only partially guaranteed
at the end of next season.
For next season.
Yeah.
Next season, he's only partially guaranteed. I don't 100% know what that means. But what I'm getting at is whether they have to trade Chris Paul or whether they, with this non-guaranteed money, in some version, this offseason, Chris Paul, no, not Booker. Chris Paul is going to be lifted. He's going to be
moved, and
he's either going to be moved or he's going to be downgraded to like the bench sort of thing.
Yep.
And taking less money. He's like, Chris Paul is like 37 years old.
Like LeBron.
If he doesn't say yes to that, then like I don't know what he's saying yes to. He's 37 years old. He's about to be 38.
Yeah. Unless he just...
If they say Chris Paul, what I'm getting at is, if they say Chris Paul, we want you to go to the bench or get traded because we're going to start Kyrie Irving. Because Kyrie Irving...
we're going to start
because Kyrie Irving's going to walk into the Suns.
As a free
agent. And you want to talk about unbeatable. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton.
Proper center, yeah.
And then... Torrey Craig, and then Chris Paul coming off the bench.
Stop it there.
I'm convinced.
Can you believe Kyrie Irving is...
answer this question to me right now.
Go.
Is Kyrie Irving on the Dallas Mavericks next season?
No, I already answered that.
No.
Yeah, I already answered that.
No,
we've done that last time. I don't reckon.
Look, just even just the vibe of the Mavs, it
Yeah,
doesn't suit
it doesn't suit
Kyrie.
him.
It doesn't suit Kyrie.
And the way when he got asked that question, it's just like, I don't want to interrupt. That interrupts. It's like, why don't you just say yes and then move anyways if you're gonna move? Because that's what you've done anyway. You told Kevin Durant you're not moving.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave my number 7, and then you leave anyways. You might as well just tell.
You know what?
The media.
I reckon Kyrie, as much as he says he doesn't care, I reckon he's seen all the memes and the jokes about he's
got to.
He's seen all the
He's
memes
got to.
about how he said I'm committed to every place.
Yep.
And he knows in his head I'm leaving after this season.
Yep.
So he's like, I'm not gonna say it this time because I'm leaving.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't know. Bro, we got 28 games of Kyrie at Dallas. Think about it. We got 28 games.
No, they'll be in the playoffs.
All right.
They'll be in the playoffs. Imagine if they win the championship. Then what?
Still leaves.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I got my second ring.
I'm convinced.
Let's go to Phoenix and get a third.
And here's the other part.
Or Lakers.
That's right. I was going to
Yeah.
say that. You should be excited because
Yeah, I am.
here's where I'd rank it right now. Where Kyrie Irving will be next season. Most likely, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Second most likely, Lakers with
Yeah.
LeBron, his buddy. Third most likely, Dallas. That might even be like fourth. There's probably another place he wants to be. Maybe he'll go to, who even knows, with
Philly.
Kyrie. But how fucked up is
That's
that? Now, next question. If you're the Suns, are you opening the doors to Kyrie Irving?
Yeah. Anyone should open their doors.
The drama, bro.
Doesn't matter. The drama's...
I don't know about that. Look at he just went into Brooklyn and cleaned out their organization.
Have you seen Brooklyn's team right now?
I know, but he just cleaned out the organization.
We want drama.
But they've already got KD and Booker. It might not be worth it.
But if they don't win this season, because Lakers beat them...
But real talk, KD, Booker, Aiden. I think that might be enough.
Yeah, but if you can add Kyrie...
I know.
The skill set.
You're not forgetting. We just had 4 years, and he
Oh,
cleaned
no, and he's
them
about
out.
to leave Dallas as well. So
He had 4 years of, oh yes, Kyrie's basketball. We had 4 years of that, and we didn't ever reach the summit.
I'd rather Tyus Jones. I don't know why. I love that guy. As
He's-
a point guard, I just...
Good backup point guard, yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, he's a nice distributor. Okay, quick little note. What other trades happened? What other big trades happened? There was obviously the Lakers. Let's talk. We may as well. I thought the Lakers. So they basically got Jared Vanderbilt,
Malik Beasley,
and
D'Lo, and Mo Bamba and Davin Reed. Sorry, Mr. Ray, if I pronounce that wrong. Correct
and
me.
obviously all these teams are involved. Minnesota, obviously Orlando is involved somehow. Utah are involved. The Lakers sent off a first-round pick.
And Westbrook.
And
That's all. How did we get what we got? How did we do a 3-team
I don't know if
trade
I'm
with
overrating
just Westbrook?
I don't know if I'm overrating these players, but my first reaction is the Lakers have paid under the table.
Something's
The Lakers have cheated here. Because how have you only sent out one pick and Westbrook, who's literally nothing but an expiring contract? How have you only sent out that and gotten 3 playable players?
I'm pretty
back?
sure we've offered more than that and for a lesser deal.
Sums up. Anyway, you got to be happy.
I'm happy. Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Malik Beasley. We got some streaky shooters.
You did get rid of Bryant.
We did
But
get at times Bryant.
He wanted to
He
leave.
wanted out. We saw that. Yeah, he wanted out. Wanted the minutes.
Wanted the
Wanted to
minutes.
be. And where do you go? Denver.
Which is interesting, but he will get the minutes there.
Yeah,
Because they don't have-
they need.
They don't have a proper backup center before. They had
That's
DeAndre.
pretty good for him.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Oh, man, we could have used. We could have used Bryant. We could have used Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
We got no one.
You got McDaniels.
We got McDaniels, and today the Sixers signed
Wait, McDaniels from Timberwolves or
Charlotte. We did like
they
a
released
3-team.
him.
We did a 3-team team trade. We traded Thibault to Portland, I think, and a pick or maybe something like that. And then Portland traded shit to Charlotte, and Charlotte gave us Jalen McDaniels. So we'll see what happens.
Shout out
with it.
Taylor, new Portland fan, huh?
Oh, Matisse.
Is she mad?
He killed it today for Portland. Started 4 threes.
Get
4 threes.
What?
That's all we ever asked of him.
2 steals?
Oh, like
Probably.
like steals, blocks, assists. Killed it.
4 threes. Get out. So you could have him instead of PJ Tucker, and this guy runs as well and defends. No way.
Anyway.
It always happens.
Nah, but
It's always
I'll still have to see more because I don't know how much he defends. And he doesn't draw enough gravity, floor spacing in the playoffs. Let's get past him for a second.
Yep.
We signed Dwayne Dedman today.
Did you?
Yeah, the Heat got rid of him or whatever.
I don't rate him.
I'm going to have to see. I rated him 3 years ago, and I wanted to sign him as a backup center 3 years ago. What other trades were there? Just very, very quickly.
About that. No Cheech again. No Cheech again.
Warriors, James Wiseman experiments over.
Yeah, at Detroit.
They got Gary Payton, and there was a bit of drama with that because apparently
hasn't cleared.
No, it did clear.
Passed his medical.
They did it yesterday. No. So he didn't pass it. So Gary Payton failed the physical because he has a core injury. I think that's what I understood, like an abdominal injury. And the Blazers were giving him like injections just to play, and he might be out for 3 months to recover it fully. And the Warriors are like, "What the fuck? You're giving us this injured guy?" And so this like 4-team trade with the Pistons and the Hawks, and the Blazers and the Warriors was, for a couple of days there, was looking to be void, and that would have been huge domino effects. John Wall back to the Rockets after bagging the shit out of him. I would almost retire.
Yeah. Well, he came out and said before, is like, I think I can bring the Washington Wizards up. He wants to go back there. Well, look, if I was him, I'd want to go back there too because no one wants you.
Yeah, that's it.
And like, at least go back there where you're respected. I'd like to see him back there too. You know what? That's probably where he suits with Bill, in that red and white.
Clippers acquired Mason Plumlee. Blazers got Cam Reddish, Thibault. Josh Hart went to New York to join his college.
Jalen Brunson's direction?
Yeah, college teammate Jalen Brunson.
He was happy.
Clippers got Eric Gordon, as we mentioned. The Celtics got Mike Muscala. Sixers could have used him as well.
He played great, Mike Muscala, the other day for the Celtics.
Classic, of course he did.
Against Ja.
Josh Richardson has gone to the Pelicans. Nice to see him back on a contender.
Pelicans?
Sort of a Pelicans.
Really
Zion has also re-aggravated his hamstring. He's going to be out for a further, I'd say, month after the All-Star break.
Hamstring, we all know.
And this career of his...
We all know hamstrings are 4 to 6 weeks, isn't it?
It's still it's still to be determined on what's going on with Zion's injury-riddled career. Bit of that. They got Thomas Bryant on the Nuggets. Raptors were surprisingly buyers. Everyone thought they were going to be sellers, and they brought in Jakob Poeltl. Looks like very strange. Looks like they're going to try and go with it.
You think they got too many? Maybe they don't have that solidified center. They all got a lot of wings, or power forwards and wings, tall. But I don't. It's good they got him because he knows how to use his body and play in the paint.
Last question before I let you go, because you got to go right now.
Shoot it.
Is Kevin Durant the best Phoenix Sun of all time?
He hasn't even played a game.
I know.
Is Kevin Durant the best?
So
Phoenix Sun?
I hit my cousin with this question, and he's like, no. He's like, he might be the best Phoenix Sun to ever put on the jersey of the Phoenix Suns, but you have to have a career in the Phoenix Suns.
Yes.
In my opinion, so Kevin Durant, before he got injured this season, I said he was going to be the MVP.
Yeah.
He was arguably
playing.
Playing the best he's ever going to be. Playing the best he's ever played. Kevin Durant. If he plays like that in the jersey, that's enough for me. And he's going to be there for at least 2-3 years. That's enough for me. I
don't think Devin Booker will exceed Kevin Durant's play,
but he might in terms of like I know.
But I know.
Once we see, so if we get a full season of KD in the Suns jersey next year, you're not going to forget it.
No,
you're going to be like, "Fuck KD and that
what
team.
What are Brooklyn doing?"
You know, KD and that team. Fuck me.
I'm going to say Kevin Durant's probably going to be the best Phoenix Sun.
Shaq was a Sun,
especially if he wins them a ring. If they get a ring, it's shit
that's another thing.
But if they get a ring,
they've never won one.
Yeah, Chris Paul's never won one.
They've never.
That's
won
why he's
one.
probably calling Carmelo. He's like, "Come on, let's get our ring. Come get my ring."
It's like, is Kawhi the best Raptor ever? He probably fucking is. People don't like to
Yeah.
say it, but he is.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got to go. Thank you so much for joining this episode of the Bronx Cheer Basketball Show. We will talk to you next week. Rise, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
Hit that subscribe button, that notifications bell. Enjoy the All-Star weekend, and we will talk to you next week.
But he's sticking you and taking all your money.